Welcome to Isaac Does 5-minute SEO audits for businesses. I did one on the last one. I did a PR agency. This one we're going to do a branding agency. It's called BossBrands They have a really cool website. Let me tell you. Let me show you. So I guess they're still working on their website, but I don't know. I love the design on this. Maybe I'll hire them to do my website. So anyway, so what I'm doing in this series is I'm taking a look at their website to see if there's any concerning problems that there might be to keep their brand from being visible on Google for people that might be looking for their services. So in this case, a branding agency or digital marketing. And so the first step is to do the penalty check. So we go to Google, we type in site:/BossBrands.co. It passes the initial penalty check. My only concern is it doesn't have any other pages besides the home and admin. And so they might be still building this out, I don't know. But if that's the case, that's completely fine. It passes the penalty check. We're gonna go right into step 2, which is looking at the title and the headings of the homepage. But in this case, because they don't have the title or they don't have a legitimate homepage, it's not fair for me to make any type of conclusions on it, but we can definitely talk about the title. So it says Boss Brands Digital Design Agency. That's pretty good, but they can do a little bit better. If they want to put their location on there, so let's say they want to put their city, they can add that on there. But otherwise, I think it's pretty good. So in terms of H1 to H3 headings, because they don't have a full website built out, it's not fair to say. But what I would do is I would probably put digital design agency, branding agency, something along the lines of all the services that they provide. Maybe their city in there on one of them, if that's an approach that they're doing where they're serving more of the local market. Now we're going to go into the step 3. So step 3 is where I look at the backlinks. So essentially all the other websites that are pointing to BossBrands.co to understand how Google sees it. So I'm going to put BossBrands.co in Ahrefs. So Ahrefs is a free tool that I use, that most SEO agencies use to kind of analyze different websites and to see what the right steps is. So it looks like because this is a brand new website, it has nothing going on, which is completely fine. Honestly, I prefer working with these types of websites. It has a clean slate that I can work on. And so we click on backlinks, we're not going to find anything. So what would I do with a brand new website? First, I will start with all the business listings. So we're going to start with Google My Business, claim that, make sure that's all filled out, make sure you have the description and the services filled out. Other business listings, you can start with Yelp, Yellow Pages. You have a bunch out there. You can use a service provider called brightlocal.com. What they do is essentially make a bunch of these business listings for you for a small fee. Very time efficient. If you're busy, productive business owner like most of you, you're gonna want to use this to make sure you're saving a lot of time and make sure it gets done the right way. Third thing, I would probably maybe look for if there are any other partners around that are willing to maybe link them in the blog that's related to digital marketing, digital design, their niche, essentially, their industry that they're in. And that's about it. That's how I would start the website and see how things move from there. Because you have Boss Brands, so the keyword brand, it might be easier to rank for the term branding, brand agency. One of the things that I noticed is that if you actually type in Boss Brands in Google, you're competing against Hugo Boss, BrandBossCreative.com is a different creative agency. So you have these bigger websites that you're competing against for your own brand name. So what I would do is really get those business listings in so that when people, so let's say someone hear of you, maybe through an ad that you're running, or maybe you meet them at an event, they look up your website on Google like this, they won't be able to find it unless you have all the SEO components done, so that when they type in Boss Brands, you're the first one to show up, they click on it, and they check out your website and do whatever they need to do. And so those are the things that I would do for this specific website. Look, it took less than 5 minutes. And so this 5-minute SEO audit, it really pinpoints any big problems that it might have. or it pinpoints if there are any SEO done. Like in this case, there wasn't anything done. And so I provided all the suggestions. I hope you found this helpful. If you want to check out the guide for yourself or your own website, click the link below. I provided the blog that I wrote out, and I'll see you on the next one.